While this podcast isn't rated explicit, the content may not be suitable for younger listeners. Welcome to Sex for Saints, the Christian couple's guide to great sex. I am your host, certified sex and marriage coach, Amanda Lauder. This is episode 317, Measuring the Quality of Our Marriage. Welcome to Sex for Saints, a podcast for Christian couples. My goal with this podcast is to help enlighten, educate, and inspire you to understand yourself, your spouse, and your sexuality better. I talk about sex in a way you probably haven't heard before. I'm bold, I'm direct, but I keep everything in line with my strong Christian values. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm happy to have you here. Today is my birthday. So thank you for being here and sharing my birthday with me today. I'm excited to be here with you. All right. So today we are diving into an important topic, I think, measuring the quality of our marriage. Now, marriages, like any other aspect of life, benefit from periodic evaluation. I was recently listening to a podcast where it talked about evaluating our finances with a quarterly net worth analysis. The host actually suggested doing a check-in with yourself when you do this to evaluate personal happiness and mental health while you're doing your net worth analysis. And we typically assess like our physical health with regular checkups with our doctor. And just with all other aspects of our life, I think it's important to assess the health of our relationships. This doesn't mean constantly scrutinizing every single aspect of our marriage, but rather taking moments to reflect on how things are going. And one significant reason for measuring the quality of a marriage is to ensure that both partners are satisfied and fulfilled within the relationship. So this involves considering factors like emotional connection, communication, mutual support, shared goals, and yes, sexual connection and satisfaction. By periodically checking in on these aspects, couples can identify areas for improvement and work together to strengthen their bond. I can't tell you how many couples I talk to and work with that one partner thought everything was great, and then all of a sudden they feel like a bomb went off because their partner tells them that they're not happy. And that could be completely avoided with these periodic check-ins. Now, it's crucial to approach this measurement of, how well you're doing in your marriage with a healthy mindset. So comparing our relationship to others or setting unrealistic expectations can lead to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. I mean, we know compare brings despair, right? So we're not comparing our relationship to someone else's relationship. We're not comparing our relationship to how we think it should be. Instead, we're focusing on what works best for us and our partner and acknowledging that every marriage is unique. So how should we measure it? Well, when measuring the quality of a marriage, there really isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Instead, it's essential to consider a variety of factors that contribute to a fulfilling relationship. So here are some key aspects to consider. Number one is just overall satisfaction. Are both partners generally happy with the relationship? Do they feel valued, respected, and appreciated by each other? That's number one. Number two, communication and conflict resolution. How effectively do partners communicate with each other? Are they able to resolve conflicts in a healthy and constructive manner? Or is this an area where you really need some improvement? Number three is emotional connection. So do both of you feel emotionally connected to each other? Do you share your thoughts and feelings and experiences openly and honestly? And if not, discuss this, right? And number four, shared goals and values. Do you have common goals and values that you're working towards together? Are you supportive of each other's aspirations and dreams? Now, by examining these aspects, couples can gain a better understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of the relationship and identify areas for growth. When you're going through this process, it's really important not to take what your partner says personally. This isn't a personal affront, but it's honestly evaluating where you are and where they are and how you can both do better in certain aspects. Remember, this life is about growth and marriage is about growth. And so we want to be growing and changing. So if an area of your life is not working, then let's fix that, right? So you'll notice that sexual intimacy was not one of the 4 things that we should measure our relationship by. Now, while it's an important aspect of many marriages and can be a significant indicator of the quality of the relationship, it's essential to look beyond just frequency of sexual activity and consider the overall quality of the sexual relationship and how that contributes to the overall quality of the marriage. So, factors to consider when assessing the quality of this sexual relationship include, number 1, mutual satisfaction. So, are both partners satisfied with their sex life? Do they feel fulfilled and connected through sexual intimacy? Now, I'm guessing that is going to be maybe yes for one and no for another, but maybe both of you are not as satisfied, or maybe both of you are satisfied. So again, we're not taking this personally. We're using this as a way to grow and change and make things better. Number 2 is communication. Are partners able to communicate openly and honestly about their sexual desires, preferences, and boundaries? Number 3, variety and exploration. Are partners willing to explore new experiences and techniques together? Do they prioritize mutual pleasure and satisfaction? Okay, really, really important. Number 4, emotional connection. Does sexual intimacy deepen the emotional bond between the two of you? Do you feel closer and more connected as a result of the sexual experience? Again, maybe one does, maybe one doesn't. How can we work to improve this? So by focusing on these aspects, couples can really cultivate a fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationship that enhances the overall connection and intimacy that they feel in the marriage, which when the sexual relationship gets better, then the marriage usually overall gets better. So, while it's natural to consider the frequency of sexual encounters when assessing the quality of a marriage or a sexual relationship, it's important not to prioritize quantity over quality. Pleasure is the measure, okay? Instead, couples should really focus on cultivating connection and intimacy in the relationship, both inside and outside the bedroom. And connection and intimacy involve more than just physical closeness, right? It encompasses emotional closeness, trust, vulnerability, and mutual understanding. Couples can strengthen their connection and intimacy by 1, spending quality time together, engaging in activities that both partners enjoy and that foster emotional connection. Okay, so I know I've talked about this a lot, but my husband and I really enjoy going fishing together. Our daughter, who plays college softball, is finally done with softball season. Hallelujah. Loved it, but a lot. It was a lot. And so the last 2 weekends, we have been able to go fishing together. And fishing really is his favorite activity, but I love being out on the boat and I love spending time with him. And, it's just the two of us. And so it gives us lots of time to talk and connect and really strengthen that emotional bond, which is really, really great. Number 2, communicating openly and honestly with each other, sharing thoughts and feelings and experiences without fear of judgment or rejection. Number 3, showing affection and appreciation for each other through physical touch, hugs, kisses, and cuddling. Okay, we want to make sure that we're doing lots of that physical touch that's not just going to lead necessarily straight into the bedroom. And number 4, creating shared experiences and memories together, such as traveling, trying new things, or pursuing common interests. So by prioritizing connection and intimacy, couples can really build a strong foundation for their relationship that will withstand the challenges and the trials of life. Now, it's really natural for couples to encounter obstacles and challenges in their marriage, and sometimes the strategies we've used in the past may no longer be effective. So when we're faced with adversity, it's essential to be open to growth and change, right? Rather than stubbornly clinging to old ways of thinking and behaving. So this might involve, number 1, taking time to reflect on our own thoughts and feelings and behaviors and consider how they impact our relationship. Number 2, being willing to seek outside help and support, like coaching with me. Okay. Number 3, being open to discussing and finding creative solutions to problems rather than insisting on having things our own way or always giving in to what our partner wants. And number 4, recognizing that personal and relational growth is an ongoing process and being open to learning new skills and perspectives. So by embracing growth and change, couples can navigate challenges more effectively and cultivate a relationship that continues to evolve and thrive over time. Michelle Obama said, "As a kid, you learn to measure long before you understand the size or value of anything. Eventually, if you're lucky, you learn that you've been measuring all wrong." Now, I really like this quote because it reminds us that our perspectives on what matters in life can evolve over time, right? In the context of marriage, this quote underscores the importance of reevaluating our priorities and perspectives as we grow and learn more about ourselves and our partners. So what we once thought was important may not hold the same significance as we gain new insights and experiences. Ultimately, measuring the quality of a marriage is not about adhering to rigid standards or benchmarks. It's about cultivating love and connection and intimacy in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling for both partners. By focusing on these core principles and being open to growth and change, couples can build a strong and resilient relationship that stands the test of time. So if you and your spouse evaluate these things and realize you might need some help, I still have some spots open for couples coaching as well as the couples retreat in September. So you can go to my website, amandalauder.com, to learn more about both of those. And I am still running my special on my membership. You can use the code podcast at checkout to get half off your first month. So that makes it $24.50 to get a month's worth of coaching, which is awesome. And then it will be $49 a month from then on. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, love is a journey, not a destination. Stay committed, stay passionate, and stay connected. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. If you want to learn how to apply what I teach you on this podcast, I want to invite you to work with me in my Embrace You coaching programs. In my coaching programs, I teach you all of the skills and tools you need to have a better relationship with yourself, your spouse, and your sexuality. You also get weekly coaching to help you apply what you are learning in your own relationship. For more information, go to amandalauder.com and click Get Help in the menu to see my programs for both men and women. Like what you're hearing on this podcast? Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Don't forget to leave me a review and share it with your friends.